Hello, Min. Happy retirement. I decided that I would take the lead and represent your theater friends by putting together this little skit using the skills that I have acquired being a distance learning teacher. Every actor in Minville liked theater a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Minville, did not. The Grinch hated theater, the whole theater season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. Or it could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his grin was 2 sizes too small. Whatever the reason, his heart or his grins, he stood there on opening night, hating the Mins, staring down from his home, a sour, grinchy cage at the well-lighted actors below on their stage. For he knew every Min down in Minville were scattered and busy now running their lines like it mattered. And they're putting on their costumes, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow's the show. It's practically here. Then he growled, with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop this show from coming. For tomorrow, he knew, he'd be mighty ticked when actors woke early and they'd rush for their script. And then, oh, the clapping, the yelling, the laughing, the crying, the deep introspection. That's one thing he hated, was this type of confection. Then the Mins, young and old, would sit down to a cast party, and they'd drink, and they'd drink, and they'd drink. They'd make cosmopolitans and act like a dink, which caused the poor Grinch to throw up in his sink. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Min down in Minville, the tall and the small, would stand close together and sing karaoke. The songs were atrocious, and the voices were croaky. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Min theater sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this play from opening. But how? And then he got an idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed till his spit was all foam. I'll introduce COVID
and they'll all stay in their home.
And he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick! With a quarantine of this force, this will stop every flick.
The virus was brutal as it spread through the town. The Grinch couldn't wait to see all the Mins frown.
Pooh, pooh to the Mins!
He was grinchily humming.
They're finding out now that no theater is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two, then the Mins down in Minville will all cry, boo-hoo! That's a noise,
Grinned the Grinch.
that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear.
Then the Grinch heard a sound coming over the snow. It started in soft, then it started to grow. The Mins down in Minville, the calm and distracting, gathered on the stage, and they all started acting. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe theater is not something to deplore. Maybe theater, perhaps, means a little bit more. What happened then? Well, in Minville, they say, the Grinch's small grin grew 3 sizes that day. And he rode into Minville, a vaccine in his hand. And then the Mins kicked the shit out of that green bastard for bringing them this fucking virus. The end. We love you, Min. Congratulations.